Goodbye, health insurance. Hello, Amazon Prime membership.
I think a doctor's coming to your house in just 2 days.
It's the November 18th episode of Health in 2.00. Well, Mr. Holt, they've finally done it. They've come into pharmacy now. What do you think?
Well, they actually came in 2 and a bit years ago, right? They bought PillPack and CVS's and Walgreens stock fell, and then not much happened for a while. They've been dribbling around, Amazon, this and that. And then today they announced, yes, they really are going to do pharmacy via Amazon Prime. All those stocks fell again, as if they hadn't fallen off the last time. It's pretty exciting because they've got, and forget what else they've got, right? They've got their deal with Crossover Health. They've got the virtual care thing going in for their employees. They've got some mental health going. They've got some urgent care stuff going. They had a job ad the other day out about managing narrow networks. Kind of all those little components around that could take over the world of healthcare, and Jeff Bezos could take that 20% of the GDP too.
Who do you think they compete with now?
Basically,
Walmart?
clearly the pharmacies, right, which includes Walmart, but more Walgreens, CVS. But also, think about it, they're going to start delivering care itself. Maybe the doctors coming to your house,
like Walmart.
Well, like Walmart, but also, the people who are building those big bundles, which is all the local care providers, all the hospital systems, and all of those sort of small physician clinics.
You think they compete with the hospitals?
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
I feel like this takes the healthcare market and puts it into a completely different category of services. I feel like they're more like a Walmart or like CVS Health or like something like that.
I think if they make this big enough, all those guys, right? Same with Walmart, same with CVS, same with Optum. If they make it big enough, where eventually get enough people to come to their primary care doctors, where are those people not going to be going? They're not going to be going to the main big hospital systems.
That's what I'm saying, though. I just don't even feel like it's a fair competition at this point.
Don't panic.
My local healthcare system, with which I have an insurance product, is not capable of even thinking about delivering me the type of service that Amazon would be able to deliver.
You say that, but if you add up all the reserves and all the money sitting in the bank of all those big hospital systems, they've got more money than Apple and Google combined. So I wouldn't.
Well, can they spend their money on services that perhaps help me in my life?
They may be forced to by this move. All right, we got any other news? No.
Oh my God!
Get Amazon in the 2 minutes because
interesting mix of news today too.
All right, here we go.
These are certainly changing. All right, AliveCor gets $65 million. What's this for?
AliveCor is the plate you put on your phone, and it's a watch band that goes to Amazon around the Apple Watch, and it's basically a 2-lead. It's as good as a 3-lead EKG. I may have my leads wrong. Always bad on leads. EKG been hanging around a long time, but more and more people are going to AFibs, and more and more of people are going to be doing real-time tracking of their heartbeat. So 65 million sounds like a lot, but someone likes it.
I like this deal. Talkspace acquires Lasting, or a couples counseling application that came out of the Knot, like the wedding registry site.
Yeah, Talkspace has done pretty well. It's the one mental health company that's really been pretty aggressively aimed at the consumers. It's charging $200 a month, and obviously they decided that people who are, unhappily married, which I think is basically all of us who are married, are need some more help there. So maybe people are happily married, I don't know. So that's where they're moving to this.
All right, more fun things you can do with your CGM. Levels raises $12 million in a seed round. Andreessen is in this one. Tell me about this.
Yeah, this is, interesting because this is people who want to monitor their blood glucose and deal with exercise and that kind of stuff. And there's already been a bunch of people sort of playing with that. The question is, can they get people like me who are at risk of type 2 diabetes to do consistent CGM monitoring and get feedback and actually change their behavior? That's very tricky compared to some of the high level athletes. We'll see, but it's interesting new company, and interested in that one.
All right, another SPAC takes a company public. We have Kano Health, which went public at $4.4 billion valuation, or it's going to go. This is Barry Sternlicht's SPAC, and I was like, who is Barry Sternlicht? So Matthew, who is Barry Sternlicht, and what is Kano Health do?
He's the guy from Starwood Hotels, right? Starwood Hotels is the.
I don't know.
They like all those. They're probably all out of business now, but those hotel chains like Westin. So like Westin and Starwood, West. There's another big chain. I'm forgetting which one it is, but the Westin's one of them. And anyway, he's got a SPAC. Kano is very interesting because it is essentially, it's all in Florida. It's a bunch of Medicare Advantage type primary care docs, primary care organizations delivering for Medicare Advantage in Florida. It's also got some management tools in it, a bit like Village MD. It's got MSO services. But the point is, the valuation is about a third of the same of Oak Street Health, which has been public and has done very well since it's gone public. And it's about the same as One Medical, yet the revenue is closer to Oak Street's than it is to One Medical. It's like 1.4 billion. So their deal, therefore, this is a good comparison to Oak Street. Of course, Oak Street's pretty highly valued and might be coming down. So we'll see how it goes. But you'll see a lot more of this as people try to get physician groups onto the stock market. Word of warning, happened similarly in the late 90s, and that was a complete disaster for all the physician groups concerned. But this time it's different, maybe.
Amazon. Let's just end with that.
Well, look, Amazon may end up getting into all of this stuff, right? Because you're going to deal they have with Crossover, which right now is for their employees at a few sites. But they've got employees everywhere, as does Walmart. So you start channeling those people into it. And then you start saying, okay, we can let other people come on board, who are in the neighborhood and whatever. And that's how Amazon Web Services started, right? Apparently they're doing the same thing. I didn't know this, but I read an article. They're doing the same thing in trucking because they got such a big logistics fleet of their own for trucking. They're going to start taking other people's stuff on their trucks. And, you can imagine them basically, anything they do, they build it for themselves first and let other people come into it. And those things have been very, very profitable for them. And, you're right there.
They moved into the retail storefronts, that Amazon Go store. I mean, I don't know. They're establishing a retail footprint. I don't know. I think it's exciting. Although I probably sound like one of those people in health IT who's like, Apple will fix it. It's like, that's me for the rest of healthcare. Like, Amazon will fix it. Actually, no, I like Walmart a lot. I think Walmart's been doing a lot of really smart stuff.
Hopefully somebody will. Look, the point is it needs fixing, and it's got massive, all of healthcare, whether you're on the drug side, the pharmacy side, or the healthcare delivery side. It's got a lot of waste, and these guys are very good at driving out waste and delivering consumer-friendly stuff.
Like the cost of this stuff down, particularly for people with crappy insurance or no insurance, which is like going to be a lot of people next year. Yeah. So couldn't beat the market timing on this.
an increasing number of people, especially if the ACA gets voted down, when those arguments have happened.
Oh my God. I mean, that adds a whole new pool of people. Wow. But the people who lost like employer-sponsored insurance, the last number I read was like 3 million, and they're projecting it closer to 5. I mean, and that's just based on what has happened so far. Never mind the end of this year. So I don't know. I don't know.
They're going to get better as long as they all bought Amazon stock. Oh, wow. All right.
Can't afford that.
Okay, so remember that tomorrow, Thursday, the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation's emergency response challenges are being run by me and my colleagues at Catalyst Health 2.0. So look forward to watching that, 10 a.m. Eastern. Crap. Look forward to watching that. 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
All right. How many takes are you going to take to get the time right on that? I'm going to call you out for all of those people who had to sit through that edit twice. All right. The better thing to do is just follow along with this guy on Twitter and wait for him to tweet about the Robert Wood Johnson challenge thing. He is at Bolty Boy. I am at Jess Tomasa. I'll probably retweet it because we're friends. And then you can definitely check out thehealthcareblog.com and sign up for our email newsletters if you want to, and get some curated content directly from the blog delivered into your inbox. What a crazy week this has been.
It's only
vaccines, the end of telehealth, the end of pharmacy, Amazon. I mean, it just goes on. I love it. All right, guys, we'll see you soon.